Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Oluwasegun Okewo Ajayi, and I am thrilled to talk about something that might sound surprising at first. This occasion, as I give this speech, and I title this speech in this auspicious occasion as Marry Your Type Now. I know what you are probably thinking, your type. My dad, tall athlete or quiet brainic you are always attracted to. But let's flip that script. Instead of looking only at surface traits, let's think about marrying the type of person who truly fits you. That is, someone whose personality, values, and beliefs line up with yours. After all, attraction might spark a romance, but compatibility keeps the flame burning long term. Of research back this up. Couples who share similar attitudes and values report higher relationship satisfaction and are less likely to split up, that is, to divorce or go apart. In other words, when it comes to lasting love, birds feather, as it is always said in English literature, really do flock together. Imagine a friend who always swore she will marry a rock star. Instead, she found love with a calm book editor. How? They share a funny sense of humor, a passion for hiking, and the same view. Those deeper connections are what make their marriage strong, not their looks or shared taste in rock music. In fact, one researcher puts it simply, and I quote, couples with shared values and goals do much better than those who are not closely shared. Keep this in mind will help us marry our real type, that is, right type for us. Let me address this very aspect now. And that aspect is this: beyond attraction, why compatibility matters. I will take that again. Beyond attraction, why compatibility matters. Choose a partner isn't just a checklist of eye color or height. It's not about she has got, he has got a good height, or she's not tall, she's slim, she's fat, she has blue eyes. Not that. It is about a whole package of personality and values. Studies have found that similar values and attitudes between partners predict higher marital satisfaction and lower divorce risk. For example, if you both value honesty, kindness, or adventure, you are more likely to feel understood, supported every day. Think of it like a team. Example, a team of football players. both people aim at the same goals, the relationship sails smoother. I'm going to use this theme as an example that one of the facts remains why Real Madrid has not done well in this 2024-2025 season is of the fact that the team is not together. The players are not together. And so, even though they have good players, talented players, they are not running, they are not sailing smoothly. In fact, one study of married couples found that teamwork in marriage was the single most important factor that couples who saw themselves as partners in life's challenges were the happiest. I have seen a couple waiting on God for the fruit of the for 7, 8 years. In fact, I know of a woman, she clearly told me that herself and the husband, they waited for good 8 years after their wedding before they gave birth. External bodies, thoughts were coming to this family, but both husband and wife, they were together and they were happy. And in the course of that, they were building their lives together. And today, they have children. God. The firstborn is in abroad studying medical to you. Let's talk about this clearly. Personality matters too. It is not just about being attracted to confidence or humor. It is about traits like patience, empathy, responsibility. Research shows that individuals who score high in conscientiousness, that means organized, dependable, disciplined, tend to be more satisfied with their marriages. On the flip side, people high in neuroticism, that is, are prone to anxiety or moodiness, often report lower satisfaction. That doesn't mean we can only marry perfectly. People, we all have flaws, including myself. I have flaws. If you think that I am the best and I don't have flaws, you lie, because I can't even deceive myself. I have flaws. You have flaws. And that is why we keep learning every day, because learning continues. But it does suggest that if your partner is kind, is reliable, and good at handling stress, you are both set up for a stronger relationship. And beliefs are another big piece of the puzzle. Sharing religious faith or spiritual practice often means sharing a worldview, from how you celebrate holidays to how you raise your children to how you cope with stress. Couples who actively share the same religious beliefs and practices generally have resources to face life challenges together. And studies show these marriages tend to last longer and be happier. Why? You may ask me, or why you may be asking yourself, even as you are listening to me now. It's because common beliefs can guide decisions and give you a built-in support system, even if you are not religious. Having a shared philosophy or sense of purpose works similarly. It is one more thing that binds you as a team Let me give an example on faith and beliefs. If you are a Christian and you are going to marry a Muslim, you are calling trouble. My question to you is this: if you are a Christian, when you are going to church, your husband is going to mosque or your wife is going to mosque, how do you cope? You don't understand. You don't believe in the same thing. Not at all. Not at all. Not in the same thing. Don't let anybody deceive you. Not at all. A Muslim or Muslim generally believe in polygamy. In Christianity, polygamy is forbidden as Christ instituted it in Matthew chapter 19, because Christianity has to do with following Christ. What Christ teaches, or what Christ taught, what the New Testament teaches. And how are you going to raise your children? That's another question. Even in Christendom, we have diversity, different denominations, and the different denominations do not believe in the same thing. A man who attends Winners Chapel, for example, and a woman who attends Mountain of Fire, for example, they do not believe in the same thing completely, not 100%. There are differences in their belief system. Calling fire, and one is about faith. One believes you need to fast 30 days. The other one doesn't believe in that. The other one just believes that talk by faith and you are okay. Declare by faith and you are okay. Why one is fire? The other one is saying the faith of the fathers, I have faith. And you don't believe in the same thing. One believes in natural physical appearance without the use of makeup. The other one does not believe in it. The other one believes you need to perm your hair, you need to use makeup, you need to paint your nails, and she or no problem with that. How are you going to raise your children? Faith, beliefs system. Finally, let me talk about something before I move that has to do with emotional connection. Emotional connection is the glue that holds couples together. Emotional intimacy means you feel truly seen and supported by your partner. Without a relationship can start to feel like you are just roommates going through the motions. Experts say emotional intimacy is the glue that holds relationships together, creating a bond where both partners feel seen and supported. In other words, beyond laugh and looks, look for someone you can talk to about anything, your fears, dreams, or even just how your day went. And something you will feel heard. Not the type that when he comes back from work, the next thing he goes straight to the room and locks himself up and is with his phone, he's with his laptop. The only time you are to see in the day is when you want to sleep. He needs sex. When he wants to make love, that is when he comes closer. But to talk about how the day went, he or she is not interested. to talk about how you are going to take care of the children, he or she is not interested. There's money, so I have transferred money into your account. Whatever you want to do with it. How do you plan for the future of the children? How do you plan for the academic, the type of school the children will go? Such is not interested. To pray together, such is not interested. Always glued to laptop, always office work, always glued to Bible. There's no planning. There's no gisting together as a couple. There's no communication. That deep level of communication transforms a romance into a partnership. Everything is not about love making. Everything is not just about money. Everything is not just about business. You need companionship. You need communication. You need someone you can talk to about your fears, about your dreams, about how your day was, about the things that you saw and you are happy together. That is marriage. Marrying beyond just superficial expectations. Let me address key traits to look for. So, what are the ingredients of this right type? I'm going to list few of them. And possibly you would have listened to some of my messages or some of our seminars, and you would have heard from some preachers or from some counselors about some of these traits. I'm going to say number one is shared and goals. Look for one whose priorities match yours, whether it's career, ambitions, honesty, kind of life you want. Couples who align on core values tend to work together better and feel happier. I want watch a video about the Mosiah movement. And in that video, what happened was that the young lady in the church, she has this passion, dream to sing in church programs, in the church and in church programs. The man who wanted to marry her, that young man has money. In fact, he was working in an oil company. The lady shared with him, oh, I love to sing these days, a lot of invitations. And right there, the man interest. In my mind, I was like, come on, can't you see the expression of this young man? But because he was clouded with the fact that the money, he has this, he has that, she didn't see the red flag, or she saw the red flag and overlooked it. Eventually, got married. And when they got married, the man stopped her completely from anything that has to do with singing in the church or being invited to any program to sing in the church. The man said, I married you to give birth to children. Housewife. I didn't marry you to sing in any church. I didn't marry you to get invitations from anywhere. The man stopped everything completely. And she was battered emotionally. I'm very sure you don't want your like that. Shared values and goals. Number two, personality fits. Personality fits. Think about environment and habits. If you are organized and they are widely scattered, you might else. You may be facing difficulties in the marriage. Who will just come back from work, his shoes scattered in the sitting room, his trousers on the chair, his shirt on the floor. The children don't even know where to go. He uses the toilets, he will never flush. Or is it the kitchen will be very dirty and he cares? Personality fits. Studies show traits like conscientious, being kind, the setting I will be talking about or addressing, faith or worldview. If religion or spirituality matters to you, I'm talking to you, listening to me now. If your religion or your spirituality matters to you, having a partner who shares that faith can be a huge plus. You don't want to marry a man who cannot pray for 5 minutes. Sister, you don't want to. You are the type of man who can pray for 2 hours. But the lady who cannot pray for 5 minutes, she's already sleeping. I can remember in those days when I was still single. One beautiful sister wanted to marry me. But every Sunday, on Monday to Friday, I will go to work. So I will just have my quiet time like 30 minutes because I have to leave home early around 6. But my Saturdays is either I'm fasting, I'm praying, studying the Bible voraciously. That time she will call me. I will not be able to pick. By the time I will call back, I will explain things to her that I was busy studying the Bible or praying. The next thing, one day she opened her mouth and told me is that you are too spiritual for my liking. I like you. I like your personality. Too spiritual for my liking. In my mind, I just told myself, if I'm too spiritual for your liking, you don't like me fast and pray, you are going to destroy my life eventually. That's just what I needed. And I separated myself completely. Shared beliefs can smooth over conflicts and build a united front. In fact, couples who practice together often find more strength and unity, enjoying longer, happier relationships. Addressing emotional intimacy as number 4, emotional intimacy. Look for someone who lets you be vulnerable and does the same. Emotional connection is built through communication, empathy, and trust. Don't marry somebody who doesn't have empathy, somebody who is not empathetic. You are crying, and he feels he should be smiling. Your sadness gives him or her joy. You being miserable makes him or her happy. And you say love is blind? Come on, wake up. Don't sleep. Don't destroy your future. When you both to share feelings, you build a bond that lasts. Remember, communication is key, and it is a skill you can grow together. And people communication skill as well. You can learn it if you don't have it. Don't say, this is my weakness. Don't say, this is my background. I was not brought to communicate. I wasn't also brought up to communicate. I'm telling you the facts. But I have to learn how to communicate. Lastly, talking about teamwork and mutual support. Teamwork and mutual support. A great partner feels like a teammate. They celebrate your successes, back you in tough times, and share responsibility in the relationship. Research calls teamwork the most important finding in marriage satisfaction. In terms, this might mean agreeing on finances. How do you spend at home? It's not the type of woman who want to spend 150,000 naira on makeup, and your income as a couple is 250,000, but she want to spend 150,000 naira on her physical appearance every month. Come on. And you are saying that. How are you going to cope when you get married? You will be frustrated. What about chores? I help my wife to wash plates, my wife to clean the home, to sweep, to mop, to clean the kitchen. I do that personally. But a man who doesn't know how to do chores, a woman who doesn't know how to cook, how will you cope? Can you cope? If you can cope, fine. Or a make life decisions together. If you and your partner naturally tackle life's problems side by side, you are in a strong position to get married. Here is my conclusion. Choosing a life partner is one of the most important decisions you will make. My challenge today is this: redefine your type. Redefine the type of person you want to marry. Instead of daydreaming about that perfect Instagram or Facebook or YouTube worthy face, ask yourself, what kind of person truly build a happy life with me? Who will make me laugh when I am grumpy? If you are not happy, who can put smiles on your face? Shares your dream of opening a charity, dream of commitment to family, or your hope traveling the world together. It's not the type of man who says, you mean you want to go and study that? Never, I will never allow you. You are going nowhere. You must be a full-time housewife for me and give birth to 10 children in this 21st century. You don't want to. But if that's what you want to do, fine. Then you find your type. Conclusion, in closing, remember, looks and first impressions may start a spark, but compatibility kindles long flame. A study of married couples found that and shared values were at the heart of marital happiness. So, marry your right type. I will repeat, marry your right type. Someone who matches your values, who supports your dreams, and stands by you through thick and thin. Your future self will thank you. Your children will thank you. Your children will thank you. Your generation will thank you. The church will thank you. Your society will thank you for picking a partner who is not just a passing crush, but a true companion for life. On this note, I want to say thank you for giving me this privilege to talk to you on this special occasion. Singles, look unto the Lord Jesus Christ, the author and finisher of your salvation, and let him lead you ultimately as you are planning to get married. God will show you the right path to take, and you will not marry wrong in Jesus. Thank you, and God bless you. Amen.